This class is again about the continuation of our previous video. Joint stock company will be speaking about today, and it will be the characteristics, or let us say the features of the joint stock company, which I'll be explaining you all. We have already seen the definitions. Yes, to tell about the features, it is an artificial person which is created by law. Children, when I'm speaking about features here, these are already touched in our definition. It will be more clear to you, so just pay attention. So a company, it is actually an artificial person which is created by law, in contemplation of the law. We cannot touch it. It is intangible, and as is an invisible a legal person which doesn't have any body or soul. Next we have is separate legal entity. The existence of the company is different. It is independent in nature. In other words, we can say that company has a separate legal entity from its members. It can make contracts, it can do the purchases, sell goods, and conduct any lawful business under its name. And also it can sue and can be sued in the eyes of law through some representative. So that was about separate legal entity. When we are speaking about the formation of the joint stock company, it involves several documents, like if we speak about various steps in formation, we have promotion first, then incorporation or registration is again a process where the memorandum of association, articles of association is checked up, then a certificate of incorporation, certificate of commencement is given, then the capital subscription is seen before the formation, and also then actually the joint stock company can be commenced. All this in detail you'll be seeing in the next chapter. So here what you need to know is we need the joint stock company, it needs several documents which requires several legal requirements, and a company only comes into existence then when it is registered under the Indian Companies Act 1956. Then we have a common seal as a substitute for signature. Now common seal, already I told you, it is because the company is an artificial person, obviously it cannot sign its documents. That is why a seal, a stamp is made in the name of company, which is engraved, or let us say carved on it. So therefore it is used in the place of signature. And this seal, it is not available to each and every employee in the organization, but the secretary of the company is authorized to keep the seal under his or her custody safely, so that the name of the company is not used by or used for some other means, some other doing, or let us say some other which could be could not be manipulated, the name of the company. So that was about common seal. If we see to the next slide, we have perpetual existence. Perpetual existence means the existence of the joint stock company, it goes for long run, for a number of years, for a long time, because it is a never ending business. That is why it is said that a company has perpetual existence, not like the sole proprietor, the sole trading or the partnership concern. So it goes through for an unlimited period. The company has a perpetual life actually, and whatever happens to the member, it could be the death or lunacy or retirement or insolvency of the member, it doesn't affect the working of the company. So it is a continuous running business organization. Then we have limited liability of members. Limited liability of members means the members of the organization, they buy the shares in the company and they become the member of the company. So whenever a loss or profit arise, they'll be sharing as per the number of shares they have with the company. For example, in case if I have bought a share for 10 rupees, or let me say the value of the share which I am holding of XYZ company is 10 rupees, and today the value is 15 rupees. Like I have bought it say 1 year back, it was 10 rupees, now it is 15 rupees. So my liability to bear the profit or loss, or let us say loss, the liability, it will be 5 rupees. Okay, the excess amount of the share that is at the present day. So beyond this, I am not liable to pay anything towards the debt or losses of the company. That is why it is said in big company organization the liability is limited, whereas in partnership it is unlimited. In sole proprietorship also it is unlimited. And a situation comes, if the situation arises, if the owners have to sell their personal property and clear the dues of the organization, they'll have to do when we speak about sole proprietor and partnership, whereas it is not so with the members in the joint stock company. So that was it. And then we have transferability of shares. Like I said earlier, in public company, the shares can be easily transferred, but when we are speaking about private company, yes, there are some restrictions, but once they are cleared, the transfer is possible. Then we have membership, who can be the members in the joint stock company. In case if it is a private limited company, minimum of 2 members are required, and in case if it is a public limited company, that is there the members required is 7. You will see in my next video, next to next, what is the difference between private and public company, and what is private and public company actually. And the maximum number of members in a joint stock company, if it is a private limited company, is 50 members, whereas a public limited company, it is unlimited. Private limited, again, which is not run by the government, public limited organizations, vice versa of private limited. Next we have is democratic management. Democratic management means everybody, whoever is the member in the organization, whoever have bought the shares of the company, they can participate in the business, in the working of the company. But because each and every shareholder cannot do that, what generally it is done is a board of directors are selected by the shareholders, who represent the shareholders and run the business organization. So that was about democratic management. Next we have statutory regulations. Now these because the company is registered under Companies Act, there are certain requirements a company has to follow. These are compulsory, statutory. Okay, so that was it. For example, let us say companies which they have to submit number of returns to the government, the working about their organization, and also it is compulsory for them that they get their accounts, their work audited every year by a qualified chartered accountant. So there are certain compulsory rules and regulations which these companies have to follow, and these characteristics make them as a joint stock company. So this is what is about the qualities of a joint stock company is dear students. In tomorrow's class I will tell you about various types of companies.